Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Farmer's Line. Farmer's Line, let's farm together. If you are new on this channel, I would humbly request you to subscribe to my channel, press the notification bell, and like my video. And if you are a returning subscriber, then a warm welcome to you. Today we are talking about my alternative roofing system. Yes, roofing system. It's a known fact that roofing systems and building materials in general are very, very expensive in this part of our world. And for a beginner farmer like myself, it was almost unbearable. I put up these structures in anticipation for expansion on my pig farm, but I could not just afford the roofing sheets. So all the structures were falling apart, unfortunately. So I had to act fast. So upon a long deliberation and thinking, I was able to come up with this veneer. One may want to know, what is veneer? Veneer is a byproduct obtained from plywood processing. The first few strips that are taken out of the back of the lumber before the actual plywood is obtained is what we call veneer. So these are actually wood shavings, but they are bigger than the small ones that we get from the carpenters. So I asked permission from the operators and they gave me permission. Actually, these ones are not used, they bend them, so even if you want a whole lot, they will still give it to you. So they gave me this and I conveyed them to my farm. The carpenter up there is laying them on top of the structure beautifully to provide shade and protection for our farm animals. These are alternatives that we could use for our farms. Veneer. It is very, very good. You could always obtain this one from, if you have a plywood making machine nearby, then you are in luck, because these things can actually serve a good purpose. These are temporary measures. We hope that as the business expands and something good comes out of it, we'll be able to remove it and replace it with the all expensive roofing sheet. But until we are able to do that, we could fall on this and manage it for the meantime. This can last as long as you want. You just have to fix in the holes when they come in. Actually, with every material, when it's sunny, it shrinks, and when it's rainy or the weather is cold, it kind of spreads. So during the hot afternoons, you will see holes in it, but they cover up pretty quickly when it's evening or when the weather is cold. So that is veneer. That is the wood shavings. Actually, those ones that I obtained from the lumber, they are bigger in size. You arrange them as you would arrange roofing sheets. When you tack them up there, well, you pile them up like 5 or 6 to make it a little bit heavy. So as you put it on it and you nail it, it will be able to stay up there for as long as you want. Ducks and pigs don't particularly fear the rain. They just don't like the hot afternoons and the hot sun. So this was a perfect solution. This is how it looks like on top. I had to climb up to go and video it. I actually liked the way it came out. I liked the way it turned out. It was perfect. It was well laid. It was just okay. There were some holes in it, especially when we approached the afternoons, but by evening they would close up again, like the law of nature says. So that was it, laid up on there very beautifully. And then we were able to make a place for our ducks, and the ducks loved it. They just loved the environment. It wasn't hot inside because the wood shaving would not permit in a lot of heat. It regulates the heat in the pen house, and it was just a perfect weather condition for these ducks, and they were so happy, and I was also so happy with the end result that we had. It was a perfect solution for our financial situation at the time. So I like to encourage you, if you want to try something like this, it's for free. It's for free. In Sunyani, you can get it at Abisim, at Otiyebua Sawmill. They do a lot of um plywood over there. So that was where I picked this veneer from. It is very cost effective, considering how much I was supposed to use for this roofing. Per the calculation, I needed about 17 packets to be able to roof all of these structures. I had about 30 structures. They were just the skeleton. It wasn't all done through and through. I just raised the skeleton or the frame so that as my pigs give birth, I'll be able to expand. But then it was kind of expensive. So veneer was an alternative, and it worked just perfect. So you can try this.